I'm making my community's dream game. Or at least that's what I plan to do, if you guys like the idea. So I've been searching my drive for some awesome video game ideas and found this, which is an old prototype of mine. There's very little that I did already, and most of the work is still ahead of me. In other words, we're still able to make all of the exciting decisions on our own, and I'd like to include you guys as our community. But before we continue, I just wanted to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for helping us reach such an amazing milestone of 200 subscribers. It's been an incredible journey, and your support has been the driving force behind it. And please feel free to join these people in order to watch our future progress. So what makes this game truly special is that it will not just be about playing, it will be about creating. And as you can see, in general, what I plan this to look like is a 2D puzzle game for Android in which you control these cubic beings with the ability to drag blocks and move them around in order to reach the goal, which can be like rescuing your sister or girlfriend or whatever. That will all be up to you. You will be able to create your very own levels, experiment with puzzles, and bring your ideas to life. And even better, you can share your levels with the entire community, allowing others to enjoy your creative brilliance. But here's where you come in. I want this game to be shaped by all of us, as I want your feedback, ideas and suggestions to guide the development process. For example, I like the idea to somehow include the names of our community into the game. So we could like make multiple player characters with the names of our supporters on Patreon or from the YouTube comments. So like one character is able to push and drag obstacles, whereas another one is able to move them sideways. Or do you have any ideas on the name of the game? I originally called the game Chunk Challengers because I thought chunks would be a funny name for our playable creatures. And what do you think the game should look like? Should it be like Super Meat Boy or more like Geometry Dash? If you like, I can take you onto a quick journey through our Unity project so that you can see what we got so far. So I've got these two UI sprite packs that I'm not quite sure whether I should use them at the end. One of them looks kinda like this. Then I've got my prefabs right here with these bells that in the current version you can use to switch the player. Blocks, whose directions players will be able to interact with them. You can select right here these buttons that you can click using the mouse or through interacting with them with your player. A few player prototypes and this pause canvas that I was just showing you. Then we got this single scene, a bunch of scripts for those interactable objects in general, a bit of server stuff, scripts for the concrete level elements, a server script that should be reworked because of security issues, a pause canvas script, and this game controller that so far is just a singleton that exists throughout all scenes. Then we got Text Mesh Pro that I think in this project I was using for the first time, and this UI texture. To talk about the elephant in the room, I'd like to use the Unity game engine because of its incredible performance, large amount of tools across games of all genres, and frankly, since this is a Unity channel, I could imagine that you guys have gotten used to it as well at this point. Then on the server side, I'm already comfy with PHP and SQL, so I could simply set up a SQL database where we could store our levels compressed to a single string. And who knows, maybe one day we're even able to make an entire community system out of it, where people are able to upvote the levels of others. So if you ask me what I would start with, in case we really decide to take on this project, would probably be aligning my code with my new style that you know from my most recent tutorials. For example, doing a few more line breaks and removing most of the comments, like right here, and removing these goddamn controller strings from each of my scripts' name. Then I'd probably make sure to make our players look like actual funny creatures that hold out their arms as soon as they can interact with something. Probably creating the level's goals and a few demo levels, and then as soon as possible create the level creation system and like online stuff to be able to include you as soon as possible. And since this is a tutorial channel, I plan to keep you up to date with regular videos and show you the technical stuff behind it to keep it some kind of educational content for you. Obviously, if at the end of the day I see that the videos only be clicked by myself or my grandmother, I will be rather focusing on one of our other series. But if you think that all of this sounds cool, I can't wait to get going. Finally, thank you once again for your incredible support. There are still many more milestones ahead, and don't forget to tell me your thoughts on it down below. I'll see you next time.